our newest writing unit, our poetry unit. So today we're going to be talking about how poems and books are slightly different. Today we're going to be using two poems. The first poem we're going to be using is called Sun by Valerie Worth. So I will read it to you and you can follow along on your screen. The sun is a leaping fire, too hot to go near, but it will still lie down in warm yellow squares on the floor, like a flat quilt where the cat can curl and purr. So in this poem, you're noticing that there's like 2 words per line. In a book, there's usually more than 2 words per line, right? I only see 1 period all the way down here. There's a break in between this group here and this group here. So in a book, it would be more filling up the page per se. It wouldn't be going right down the middle. There might be more punctuation. There's just random 2 words, a few words on a line, and that's a little bit different than a book. I'm going to read it one more time for you. The sun is a leaping fire, too hot to go near, but it will still lie down in warm yellow squares on the floor, like a flat quilt where the cat can curl and purr. So you're getting a picture here, right? The sun is a leaping fire, and then the sun is laying down in warm yellow squares. Why would it be laying down in warm yellow squares? Well, if the sun is going through a window pane, there might be making, how sun makes small squares on the floor, like a flat quilt. A quilt is made up of squares where the cat can curl and purr. Our next poem is called Grayness. Fog on the river, fog in the trees, gray mist moving, the golden leaves. Will bending, dance like, long arms trailing, trance like. Gray morning, gray light, gray mist, gray night. So other things we notice about poems is that sometimes they rhyme, right? Trees, leaves, light, night. In books, things don't have to rhyme. In poems, they don't have to rhyme either. What we're going to be studying in our poetry is what we call free verse poetry, where the poems do not have to rhyme. They can if you'd like them to, but they do not have to rhyme. So you'll notice that a lot of our poems won't rhyme, and sometimes they will. Let's read this one more time. Fog on the river, fog in the trees, gray mist moving, the golden leaves. Will bending, dance like, long arms trailing, trance like. Gray morning, gray light, gray mist, gray night. So if you're noticing that the poem, similar to our last one, sort of has a few words on the line, 1 period here, 1 period there, not necessarily the same as a book. What the heck? I feel like